Guys, how are you?
Hey,
How's
how's it
everything?
going?
What's going on?
We are currently eating some Cheez-Its.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
daily snack time. How are you?
I am great. You guys were supposed to come in, but we changed the plans. You guys are over Zoom right now. What's the deal?
We are over Zoom to keep everyone safe. Sienna's feeling a little under the weather, so we just didn't want to get anybody sick or anything like that. So, but how you feeling right now?
Good.
Better? Get in there.
You two are the best. I want to jump right into it and talk about how did you get started with all of this? Like, how did this come into fruition?
So about 3 years ago, I was a deputy sheriff down here in Orange County. I grew up in LA County. Yeah, I grew up in LA in West Covina, and then I moved down here to Orange County to work for the sheriff's department. And about 2 years into that, she turned 3 and started singing. Like I sing all the time, and she would sing a lot with me. And then the Jonas Brothers announced they were getting back together. And so I was just playing Jonas Brothers all throughout the house, and she was singing Burning Up a lot, and she really liked it. And so I just recorded a little video of us singing it, shared it to my Instagram. We only had like, I don't know, a couple hundred followers, from high school and family and stuff. And somehow the Jonas Brothers saw it and they shared it on their Instagram. And then it blew up, and it was like that first little like, oh, wow, like, that's kind of crazy. Like we made a video, it blew up, people liked it. So then we made another one in the summer of 2019, which was Senorita. And then that one was like the real big game changer. Sean and Camilla both shared it and got us on the Ellen show. Just insane. Like it blew up our TikTok, our Instagram, like our YouTube and everything. So ever since then, I was able to quit my job last year, which is crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been 1 year anniversary in a couple days since I quit. So we're doing this full time. Yeah. How do you feel about Dada not being a cop anymore? She's eating her Cheez-Its.
Well, I know you kind of do miss your job, but it's fun to have you with me.
Yeah.
To make TikToks all the time.
Yep. So I'm around a lot more often now, so I get to spend more time with you. That was a big decision, or a big reason why I made that decision, because she just started first grade at the time, and I was just like, I want to be home more with her, and this is like a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity. Oh yeah, you tell him.
And I'm also about to be in 2nd grade.
Oh, nice. That's great. How do you feel being as though that you won't have school anymore?
I feel like I'll miss my teacher, and I'll like kind of, I don't know, but I'll kind of miss doing like 1st grade and.
Yeah, but that's, it's part of who you are, and now you're going to take all the stuff you learned in 1st grade and use it in 2nd grade. Yes.
Yay.
We love that. Nick, what was like the determining factor where you're just like, all right, I don't want to necessarily, be a cop anymore. I want to focus 100% on this. Like, what was the one thing that you were just like, okay, I can't do this anymore?
Probably both jobs, I guess, in a sense, kind of suffering because of the other one. Because at first, when I was doing both social media and being a cop for about 2 years, it wasn't as bad. Like I could manage it. But then as we grew bigger and, grew our team and more deals started coming in, and, just we had more ideas of like what we wanted to do. Both jobs were kind of like, I really feel like you can only handle so much in like your capacity at one time. And then once you stuff it up, stuff starts to suffer. So it just became a pros and cons of like, okay, well, I don't want this job to suffer because of this, and I don't want this job to suffer because of that. So I'm going to pick one, focus, 100% on it, and then move forward with that. And it was a really easy decision to make because there was just so many pluses to, being home with her and spending more time with her. And I'm not going to get these years back, basically, is how I call it. And I'm you know, I can be a cop again in like 5 years if I wanted to, but I feel like I'm not going to get this time back and these opportunities back. So yeah, that was the deciding factor.
Were you a little scared to do it?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was scared because there was such like security with that job, and like it was just structured. I knew my schedule and everything.
Right.
But I talked to a lot of people in my life about it, my family, my manager, Lori, we were both confident that I could have quit a long time ago, but I didn't want to just do it on a whim. So I was a little afraid about it, but coming up on the year anniversary, I'm really glad that I did it. I do miss it a lot. I really miss that. I miss my partners, and I miss serving my community. But I found other ways to fulfill that like service, part of me. Whether it's just making people smile, or like donating to charities, things like that. But yeah, so.
Well, like how you mentioned, you can always go back and do that 5 years down the line if you wanted to, but you definitely don't get those years back, watching your little baby girl grow. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Can you describe the feeling to me? How does it feel when you wake up, you check your phone, right, and you see that Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello has shared your video? What is going through your head? How does that feel? Describe that to someone who's never had that feeling in his life before.
Do you remember where we were when they retweeted it? Do you remember?
Ellen?
Well, we weren't on the Ellen show yet, but when we found out that Shawn Mendes shared the video, we were shopping and we were going down an escalator, and people started blowing up my phone like, Shawn Mendes just shared your video. Shawn Mendes just shared your video. And I was like, what? Then I looked at it and I was like literally paused in life. But the weird thing is the escalator was not paused in life, so it was still going.
So you're
So
like going down.
Yeah,
Right.
I have this huge comforter that I just bought her for her bed. I don't know from where it was. We were in Burbank or something, and I'm going down the escalator and I'm looking, and I have her. And then next thing I know, I'm about ready to trip on the end of the escalator because real life didn't pause. But yeah, it was crazy. Like, we ran to our car, we sat there, like I was making sure it was real, and then it's just like I was so shocked. Everyone started calling me, her mom, my mom. It was crazy, but it was pure just like jaw dropping. And then the next morning, Camilla shared it to her Instagram feed, and I was like, oh my goodness. And then I was just like, that was it.
Not
Crazy.
necessarily just a story, but you got a feed post.
An in-feed post.
Right.
Like, some people like don't, unless you like know the reason why, like some people don't see like the significance of that, but that literally will forever be on her Instagram feed. And like, it's awesome. It's great. It's like to know that they saw something that they created together, and like, they saw how we, interpreted it and sang it, and they loved it. And it reminded her of her childhood, Camilla. So that was really cool too.
Absolutely. Sienna, how does it feel to do videos with your dad?
Well, I like it because it's fun to like dance and sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of videos are we making more recently though? What do you like?
STEM with Sienna.
Yeah, we just started making a lot of science and technology, engineering, and math type videos to educate other kids. We get to do fun little experiments, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I've learned a lot. We scour the internet for really cool things that we want to learn ourselves, and then we share it with our following, which is pretty cool. And Sienna just has like a really cool passion for it that kind of just popped out of nowhere. I think it's because she started going to school and doing these little classes, and experiments and stuff. So, yeah.
Because I feel like STEM is definitely something that they're focused on in school right now.
Oh yeah.
I was
It's
about to ask why the shift in videos.
Well, for me personally, and I guess I'm speaking for her because it's directly tied to her. If you ever were to look like at an overall huge timeline of our content, it does go in like sections. It's music, it's dancing, it's just like funny TikTok trends, and it's purely based off of what she wants to do. So it's never like, oh, we should, make more of this, we should make more of that. It's just like, hey, do you want to make this? Hey, do you want to make that? And it's like, I think it's super cool from a dad's perspective too, because literally like everyone is watching her grow up and like watching her interests change, like what she's more interested in. She may not want to make the same content when she's like 15. She might not want to make content at all. Who knows? But
right.
That's why I do it this way. So she's always like in a sense in control of like what we're, posting.
Absolutely.
I will want to do content.
Yeah.
That's awesome that you actually that you left it up to her though. You know what I'm saying? That it's her decision.
Yeah. I feel like that's the best way to do it, and not to force anything, because it's, she's young and she's gonna be 7.
The big
Crazy.
7. She looks so
Big
shocked right
7.
now.
Crazy.
2 months.
2 months.
What are you guys working on next?
So right now, what we're working on is an EP. We are
Nice.
we got some original music that we've been working on for the past couple of years. Didn't want to rush anything, so we've been working on it. We've got, I think, like 4 songs right now.
Mhm.
And then hopefully we're able to release that this summer. And then aside from music, Sienna's doing her first year of dance right now. So she's
No, second year.
we're almost to your first year. You started summer of last year. So now we're going to be, you still have a couple competitions left for her dance. So that's coming up soon. And then we hope to turn this STEM stuff into something a little bigger, like that kind of goes past, social media, like maybe like, like a dedicated, like, show or something like that, where we can, have people come and watch like once a week, like a, I don't know, like a special or something like that. So hopefully that happens. That's the goal. And yeah, I don't know. That's what we got in line.
That sounds like an eventful, few months looking ahead.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for jumping on and chatting with me.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for the time. Thank you, for all your love. And it's super awesome to be able to, do cool things like this, especially stuff that stems from my childhood growing up. So, thank
You
you
can
very
pass it
much.
on down into her childhood.
Yes.
Thank you.
7.
Kiss FM.
I love that so much.
The jingle.